Good morning, Paul. Hi, Norma. Maddie. Thank you for the love from Scotland. Good morning, Carl. How are you? I heard you went live yesterday, Carl. I heard a little late, but I heard you went live and you didn't even tell me. Oh my goodness. I told you tag me. Hi, Megan. Good morning, my friend. How is everyone? Thanks, Megan. I am feeling a little bit better. I got this medicine. You know, I've been talking about this medicine I've been waiting for what, 2 months? I finally got it yesterday. And it's what's called an auto-injector. It's a needle that automatically does it, but it was broken. So I didn't get to use it. It was such a bummer. I was so upset. Carl says, good morning, Maddie, my friend. How was your live stream, Carl? Sorry for the shakes. Jack was up from almost 11 till a little after 1. Hi, Jed. Hang on. Jed says the coworker that her son's birthday's today left on break and never came back to work. Uh-oh, I hope everything's okay. Megan says, I'm glad feeling better today. Thank you, my friend. Carl said, very good, especially with Julie Pretty there. I don't know that person. Well, I'm glad it was very good, Carl. That's awesome. I'm really happy for you, buddy. Megan says, welcome. You're so sweet, Megan. Do you have any plans today, ma'am? All right, I don't think it's working. Oh, it's because it's empty. Okay. Great. Can I give the dog a treat? I can in a little bit when he wakes up. He was up all night, so I don't want to give him a treat for being up all night wandering the house when he's supposed to be sleeping. That's why he's sleeping so good right now. He went to the groomer yesterday. He looked so pretty, except for his feet, man. They just can't get his feet very good. Let me show you his feet. Look. Wait. Don't move, buddy. I wanted to show you how. We've got long hairs in between. Oh, he's not going to let me show you. Good morning, Jack. He says, what? Why are you messing with me? Yeah, the groomer's not the best that we're using right now. Today you have to work because it's Friday, Megan. Is it Friday? Cool story says, oh, precious little feet. They just did a terrible job. They're so choppy looking on top, and the hair in between the toes underneath is still pretty long in spots. I bet you he's just a pain in the neck for them. Jade says, I'm trying to find all the paints and clear coat I need for my oven bake clay pot of gold and leprechaun project. The paints and clear coat I need. Oh, you're going to do it out of clay and bake it. Okay, I got you. I understand now. Look at that long, pretty hair. He looks like a little girl. Megan says, yes, do have work today. It's going to be busy. Cool Story says, hope you guys have a good day. That is a very cute live. Thank you so much, Cool Story. Thank you for finding us. Thank you for talking to us. And I hope we see you again. I don't know if you were leaving or not, but if you were, I do hope we see you again. Jack does too. He's like, I love snacks. I love for anybody to suggest snacks. Excuse you, sir. You're rude. Chu, hello. Good morning. Hi, Chris. How are you? He is cozy, like my dog in the morning. Have a great Friday and weekend. Thank you. You too. We appreciate you. It's very nice of you. Carl says Stitch was there yesterday. Oh my gosh, really? You let her stay, Carl? Actually, that's who told me you were live. You did a live stream, but I didn't get her email till too late. Wasn't that sweet of her? She made sure I knew that you had been live streaming. Did you make an exception for Stitch? Megan says, are you going to be going back to work soon? I don't know. I don't know, Megan. The more I stay away, the more I don't want to go back to. I never want to go back, to be honest. Oh my gosh. Hi, Magnetic North Adventures. Hello, Lee. Good morning. Chris says, I'm doing good. Thanks. I try to get here more, but you go live when I go to bed. That's how I catch a lot of people, actually. People going to bed and people waking up. And that's cool. I appreciate you just saying goodbye before you, or hello before you go. Before you go off into your nice dreamland. Oh my gosh, all my favorite people are here today. Mickey, hello. Mickey says, hello, Jack, sleepyhead. I am not going to disturb your peaceful sleep like a baby. I just want to say goodnight to you. Dogs can bring joy. That's true, for sure. I was when I dropped Jack off at the groomers yesterday, I don't know, it really struck me how lonely I am and how much Jack fills my time. He says, psst, psst, Jack. Psst, psst, psst. Oh, we got something out of him. Hey, Bubba, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you were so comfy. Oh, forgive me. Aw, he's alert. You know what? He's so weird. Yesterday we had the delivery guy come, pulled up in his big truck, got out, shut the door, walked on my driveway, got back in his truck and left, and Jack never heard a thing. And we're sitting, the window's right here, right above where they were. Craziness. I don't know. He's not a great guard dog. Mickey says bye, Jack. Bye, Mickey. What do you think, Jackie? Carl says A-frame brings joy. Aw, that's great. I love that for you, Carl. And I love that you appreciate your friends so much. That's awesome. Right? I'm surprised too, Lee. Except for he had just come home from the groomer. Maybe he had a really rough morning, a really busy morning. He was just passed out, I guess. Mickey says, Carl and sis, good night for me. It's morning. Mickey says, Mickey and Jack, like Dennis and Menace. Aw. Not my favorite. Lee says, just a quick hello as I'm on a journey, so can't hear on bus. Oh, okay. That's fine. Thank you for stopping by, Lee. Yeah, see you soon. And I will have a good day. You have a good day too. What are we doing today, Jack? Do you know? We're going to go to Walmart and get some more medicine, is what we're going to do, huh? Yup. You going to Walmart? You going with me? That'd be funny, huh? I'll just walk in with you like you belong there. What are they going to say? They don't say anything to those little old ladies with the puppies in their carts. What do you think, Jack? That's not very fair, is it? It's not your fault you're so big and noticeable and red. Huh. Oh, it's just too much, I know. Poet started to tell us something. He made a dot dot dot. What did you make? What is this music I'm listening to here? I don't know. There we go. Made a quesadilla with taco blend cheese with ranch. With ranch? Interesting. Hang on a minute. Okay, better. For a minute. Mickey says, sis, it's my lunchtime. The time zones are really crazy. Good night, night, night. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, Mickey. Thank you for coming by. Have a good rest of your day. You're in India. So what is it, like 7 hours ahead, 7 or 8 hours, like Kenya? Something similar. We could go interview new groomers, huh, Jack? And we're going to go look at campers soon, RVs. We might do that if it's nice this weekend. At least not cold. It can rain as long as it's not cold. Jed says, yeah, probably mid-March I'll have the supplies I need for my day project pot of gold. Um, Mid-March. Well, you'll get it done just in time for St. Patrick's Day, huh? Right on time. Thank you for the hearts on the side. I see you. I don't know who you are, but I see you. Thank you. Okay. I'm back, buddy. It's okay. What? Okay. Oh, my glasses are over there. Thank you. Let's turn the light on if it's on. There we go. Carl says, I want to be cold. You do? You want it to be cold? Aw, thank you for all that. Who is it? Charlotte Rose? Oh, show it. Show those. I can't tell what those emojis are, but show them all. Jed says, I'm trying to, but I also got to buy supplies for the paracord version. Yeah, gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot. And what is this? Almost the end of February now? What is today's date? I don't even know. Oh, I gotta pay my car insurance. I haven't done that. Dang it. Everything's coming due and Cat's not working. It's not my favorite place to be in. Rubber duck. Hello. Lazy dog or just sleepy dog? Well, he is a lazy dog. Guess I have to agree with you. Awesomeness. Your dog is tired. Huh. Since they are sleeping. Yeah. Charlotte Rose says they're emojis. Okay, Charlotte, what are you about? Oh no, Carl says especially in Tennessee. You hope it's cold, especially in Tennessee? Carl, because you knew I didn't want it to be cold, right? Guess what, Carl? I'm so excited. I hope it hasn't changed since yesterday. I got the best news as far as the weather goes yesterday. I'm so excited. What? Wait a minute. I don't even have to wait till next weekend. This is this weekend, Carl. We've got 60 today, sunny tomorrow, partly sunny Sunday, and then, of course, the rain you sent me. Thank you, Carl. Monday's going to be kind of cool. But wait, I've got even better news. Look at the end of the week. Oh, Friday, sunny, 74. Saturday, partly cloudy or partly sunny, 76. What? What? I'm so excited. 76, that's awesome. Rubber duck, hello. Aria, hello. Aria, the rescue dog is here. Hello, my friend. Charlotte says, just felt like typing them. Well, it's okay. We don't mind. I don't know why it got held, but we don't care. Rubber duck. What state? Oh, we're in Northeast Tennessee. I'm sorry. That's why Carl said he wanted it to be cold in Tennessee. We're in Northeast Tennessee, close to Virginia, really close to Virginia, and um, just a hop skipping away from North Carolina. Charlotte says today is supposed to go up to 40. Where are you at, Charlotte? It's Friday. Okay. Oh, Snowball. Man. Oh, I'll be glad when I don't feel like this all the time anymore. I'll be really glad. Rubber Duck says, my dad has a church out there. I have family and friends all over there and North Carolina. Nice. Charlotte says, I'm in New York. Okay. We have quite a few friends in New York. Hang on. Are you upstate New York or more in the city? The greatest French magician. Wow, we are honored. Hello. Good morning. They say, "Ah, doggy's so cute." Jack says, "Thank you." Oh man, I'm sorry, I can't do it today. I'm gonna try. Hang on. Okay, I'm really stuffy, but can I pet that dog? How is that? I need to watch it again to get it more perfected. Rubber Duck says, Goshen Valley, not far from Newport, Tennessee. That sounds more, I'd have to look it up, but it sounds more middle Tennessee, middle or west. And Charlotte is in upstate New York. Okay. Um, our friends Rich and Ivy from The Cave are in upstate New York. And then we have another friend who is in New York, but not upstate New York. I feel like we know other people that come in here that are from New York. I was born in New York. The greatest French magician says, I have a dog beside me also. Really? What kind of dog do you have? The best, right? I was saying earlier that Jack went to the groomer yesterday. And when I dropped him off, I just felt such a serious sense of loss. Like I really realized how much he brought to my life. Charlotte says an hour from Albany. Okay. Jed says it's going to be 69 degrees in Colorado today. You guys have just had a really mild winter, I think. Has that been what you experienced, Jed? A really mild winter in Colorado? Robert Duck says, nope, northeast. My dad is in Franklin, North Carolina. Okay. How far is Newport from me? Let me look it up. Guilty, guilty. Oh, he knows damn well. Newport, TN. Oh, it's 69 miles. Okay, so you're down by Newport is, you can't really see Tennessee super good, but this is the difference between me and Newport. It's about an hour and 41 minutes. Yeah. I am almost I'm pretty extreme Northeast Tennessee. Charlotte says New York City got hit hard with lots of snow. I heard that. I heard there's more coming in, maybe not for New York City, maybe more for Ohio and some other states. They're getting more, Paul. Are you getting more snow? I hear there's a possibility of more snow next week. I know you don't want to hear it. I don't blame you. I don't want to hear it for you. The greatest French magician says, I forgot. What did you forget? What did I ask you that you forgot? You forgot what kind of dog you have? No way. I had to go back and see what you had said that made me ask a question. Charlotte says some people were trapped in their homes. Oh no. Paul says yes and yes. Oh no. I'm sorry, Paul. I heard that yesterday and I was just like, oh man. Robert Tuck says, I used to be in Gatlinburg. So you're out near Bristol. Ding, 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 you win. Yes, I'm out by the river in Bristol. There you go. Jed says, I work 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. today, unless my boss changes my shift to night shift with that coworker losing her job. What if she had an emergency, Jed, and she comes back? Maybe she'll come back and say, oh, this happened, and they give her her job. I hope that's what it is. Well, I don't hope anything bad happened, but Paul says Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Oh, hopefully this is it. I know we keep saying that, right? Hopefully this is the last one. How are you feeling, Paul? Not good. Ugh. Robert Duck says, I have a pity and a mixed ankle biter. Aw. I love pits. I just I wouldn't have one because I always had kids around. Does it say chin? Hello, hello. Carl says, I'm sending more snow to Tennessee. No way, Carl. We'll have 74 degrees next week. 60 something today. What? It's so good. I might let the chickens out today. Jim says the dog is very peaceful. He is, most of the time, except for not at 11 o'clock at night last night. He wasn't very peaceful then. I think I hollered at him a couple times. And then I threw him in his bed, and then he escaped. And then I got up and yelled at him again. Jed says she didn't come back from her 30-minute break and didn't call the store back or get in touch with the manager or the general manager. The general manager is done with her. She already had 2 write-ups. Well, I was hoping for the best for her, but, it is what it is. Bendahel, hello, my friend. How are you? Is Jack dreaming of the squirrel outside again? No, he's kind of awake. Lee at Magnetic North made me wake him up. So, what is he doing, funny boy? Robert Duck says, my girl is so great. She snuggles with kids and kittens. Aw. I do believe they are wonderful dogs. And I think they get a bad rap. But I just was never brave enough to take a chance. I know that's so unfair. But, my dog, I've always had Chihuahuas. Well, no, my mom had Chihuahuas, so I had a Chihuahua. Jack is the biggest dog I've ever had. Jen says he is cute and funny. Aw. Jed says, I finally took the sticker off my paint palette I own. I don't know what that is. What's a paint palette? Are we going somewhere, Jack? You're turning your back on us? Come here, buddy. Jack. What's the matter? You won't even look at me. I got the phone in my hand. He knows. Rubber Duck says, wait a minute, I can't. It says, you're in the Bible Belt, so time to take a hot toddy so you will hopefully feel better. Okay. Sure. Can I make a hot toddy out of, I don't have any honey, I don't have any lemon, but I have apple flavored vodka, I have wine, and I have plain old nasty vodka. Can I make a hot toddy out of that? Bailey says, you would be good at ASMR. I've heard that. Thank you. Jen says, I have liked and subscribed to your YouTube channel. Hey, thank you. If you leave me a comment and you want me to subscribe back, I will. I know that's not good for your channel to do that, but I don't care. Is that a paint palette? Oh, okay, Paul. Thank you. Thank you. The picture helped much. You helped me good. I know what it is now. Hey, Jack, why do you not have your... Oh, let me blow my nose. Okay. Oh no, Carl says, hi, Angie baby. Love you. Oh, nice. Hi, Angie baby, wherever you might be. Bye, Jack. Oh gosh, it's gonna be time to go outside. I don't want to go outside. Jed at Poet for You says, Carl. She's been told by several of my coworkers how to ring up an order. And she kept ringing them in wrong. And pre-closing too early. That was her second write-up. Well, maybe she just didn't care about the job. Rubber Duck says, LOL, nope, sorry. You would need whiskey or moonshine to be effective. Rum is what I remember sometimes will work. Just not as good. Jack, come on. This is what he was doing last night. All night long. Hi, Frenchie. Midnight mash of the button. Thank you. I think we're going outside. I think I hear him hitting the door. Oh, wait a minute. What are you doing, Bubba? Come here. What are you doing? Come on. You have to go potty? You need to go outside? Gosh. Is that a yes? Okay, I'm coming, buddy. Let's go. Oh, let's go do skunk check. Carl says I'd give her a job. Carl, you're so funny. All right. Okay, here we go. Fine, I don't want to. So, Paul, are you going to try to get yourself to a doctor? Is that something you can do? You have to forgive me. I'm not doing much this morning. All right, let me check. Stay, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Did we miss anything? Robert Duck Sissy, he said, "Yep, Mama, time to pee or poop." He ate really late yesterday. Jed says, hang on, let me catch my breath. Jed says, "I found an indoor airbrush paint booth for $86 on Amazon. I might buy because I have airbrushes too. How cool." I don't know how to say that name. The Mutuous World? Hello. I'm sorry if I mangled your name. Paul says, "I did. He had a blood drawn, and I got some bad news about that. Do you want to share?" You don't have to if you don't want to. Jed says, "I'm going to eat some no-bake cheesecake with butterscotch syrup on it." Wow. To finish it up before I do. No-bake Rocky Road cheesecake for my birthday. How yummy. Carl says, "I'd make her the boss of the company." Well, your company would fail because she doesn't show up to work. What do you think, Jack? Are we ready to go in? Can we go in now? Oh, he said nope. Come on, buddy. Come on, let's go. You want a snack? Hey, do you want a snack? Come on, let's get a snack. Come on. You got to come in to get your snack. Let's go. Come on. Oh, I'll go get you a snack. You just wait right there, Christy. I'm going to get it. Here I am. I got snacks, Jack. I got some snacks. Come get them. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, you turkey. There's a good boy. Can I shut the door? Good boy. That's a good dog. Jed says that Carl, she was working on becoming a trainer until tonight. Uh-oh. Well, good thing they found out ahead of time, right? You ready to go? Can we go now? Yeah, I'll bring the snacks with me. Let's go. Come on. Let's go get comfy. It's too early to be hanging out in here. Here you go. Go get it, buddy. I'll leave you another one here. Paul says, "Proof that eating right and exercise doesn't guarantee good health." I know you've only hinted around at taking medicine, and you've only hinted around at being kind of sick. Oh, you're unable to burp. I'm really sorry, but I'm glad you're here, Paul. Go get it, buddy. You have to go get it. I don't have it. There you go. Rubber Duck is sending prayers for Paul. Thank you, my friend. That was really nice of you. Jed says probably this weekend I'll try to draw the Irish setter. I have Monday and Wednesday off now because my boss thinks I'm needed on Tuesday. But it sucks, to be honest. Really? Hi, Corrupted. He says it works for him. Everybody's different. Hello, Corrupted. White Girl Magic says, no, we don't want to play that game. Kind of offensive. But you're welcome here. Dang, man. Carl says I'd put her in charge of Pepsi and she'd close it down. Carl. Jed says, because Tuesdays are very slow, I'm not needed. But he said you are needed? I was trying to make a song like It's Tricky. Run DMC's It's Tricky. Oh my goodness. You know, if you could just let go of the subject, white girl, we could have some fun, I'm sure. Poet says yes, for the better of the company. Friend, don't make me just hide you from the channel. I don't want to do that to you. Rubber Duck says time to rest. I've been driving and up since 4 a.m. What time is it for you now? What do you think, Jack? Hey, buddy. Oh, now you pay attention to me. If I pick up the snack box, I see how you are. I see how you are. You're all about the tricks and the treats. How are you, white girl? Where are you from? Anthony Davis, good morning, my friend. How are you? Robert Tuck says 2:40 a.m. here in Missouri. Not that I live here. You just stopping there. Do you drive for a living? Is that it? Since you've been up driving since 4 a.m.? Or are you traveling to somewhere? Anthony says, actually missed you yesterday. Threw my whole morning off. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like I have a little extra bug on top of my allergies and asthma, just because my whole body was just so sore. I almost slept in this morning too. I usually get up at 1:45. I didn't get up till 2:45. I said, screw it. We're going to do a live stream from bed this morning. Carl says, oh, Carl, it's not a competition. But Carl, I have to say something about this time of day, because you're catching people on the West Coast. I know you're not in America, but you're catching people on the West Coast that are late night, just getting ready to go to bed, and you're catching some people who can't sleep, and you're catching early risers. Okay, Rubber Duck says, yes, 18-wheeler. My company is in Missouri, and I live in Florida. Are you going back to Florida soon? Can you come pick me and Jack up? I have a vacation coming in April. My kids are in Florida. We came from Florida. Well, that's the last place we were, was in Florida. Do you travel with a pet or a significant other? Anthony says green bean casserole in the oven at 343. Is that what you're having for breakfast? Oh my goodness. Green bean casserole used to be one of my favorites. Big Deborah. I kind of miss Big Deborah. Goodbye, Tricky Deborah. Anthony says gotta have French onions on top. One of my, of course. Oh my gosh, it's not the same without them. Jack, it really upsets me. You keep turning your back on me, buddy. Rubber Duck says, I'm a native Floridian. Nope, no pets. Tried that, and the dogs loved hanging out, but Mama missed them too much, and they had too much stress to eat and to go to the bathroom like normal. Ah, that makes sense. Oh, Poet says, with the supplies I need for the paracord version pot of gold, and coloring books, and phone photo drive, it's $82. That's a lot. Is that not counting the airbrush booth? The airbrush booth is different, right? And 80 bucks by itself. Is that what you said? I went and looked for I went and looked for materials to make my YouTube button. I wanted to make a YouTube play button plaque, but I only found part of the stuff I need. I'll show you if I can find a picture. There it is. So I want to make, you know how YouTubers who are really popular and have so many subscribers get an official YouTube plaque? Well, I was making a small content creator's YouTube plaque, and that was going to be mine. What does this say? For sharing, and this Chat GPT put this in there. I didn't do this myself. For sharing love, light, and one very good Irish setter. I love the part about Jack. Jed says, yes, that other one is by itself. Carl says, I don't. You don't what, my friend? You don't like green bean casserole? Robert Duck says, so yeah, just me alone for over 10 years. Had my dad for a month after my mom passed. But I'm a type of person that does well alone. You know, I thought that too. I thought that too. And generally I am. But I don't know. I don't know if it's being sick and being alone. That sucks. What do you feel about that, Paul? I think when I was married and I had somebody here, even though it wasn't the best relationship, it wasn't terrible. But at least I wasn't alone. I'm struggling a little bit with that right now. But I will get over it. I will get over it very soon. As soon as I start feeling better, I know I will. Beverly, good morning. Hello. Paul says, I don't know any other way. Well, I guess that might make a little bit of a difference. Rubber, Rubber Duck says, that's why we are here. You are not alone. You know, I tell people that thank you for being here because I do appreciate it so much. And thank you for the reminder, Rubber Duck. Oh my gosh, Carl, you're so mean to me. Would you like it if I come into your live stream and say mean things to you? I only tease you about your drawers. Anthony says, good morning, brother Paul. Paul says, hello, Anthony. How did you get into doing the little woodwork? I don't even know what to call them, Paul. They're freaking amazing though. I love it. Yama girl, hello my friend. Good to see you. John, hello. What does John say? So precious and beautiful, this little pup. Joni. Hi, John. Are you John or are you Joni? I'm confused. Frenchie says Jack. In beautiful dreamland, he might be. At least he doesn't have his back turned towards me anymore. Robert Duck says, I'm a huge TV person. I find if I'm lonely or bored, I just find mindless TV distract me. I've done that too. Like it's always been a thing. Even when I was a kid with all my brothers and my mom and dad at home and all the kids from the neighborhood, we always had a TV on in every room, whether there was somebody there or not. Anthony says, being alone in a big city is the best feeling, lol. As long as people leave me alone, I'm good. Aw. Paul says, carved wooden ornaments. That's what you call them. I love them. So interesting. Carl says, I'm out of here. I should be out of here, Carl. John says, Joanna. Are you Joanna? Is that what you're trying to say? Paul says, I did it since I was a kid. Well, just so neat. I am so impressed. Frenchie says he has the sweetest face. Aw, thank you, Frenchie. I guess I need to get out more. I do plan on it as soon as I start feeling better and the weather gets good. Anthony says, I'm the type of person to be around a group of people with headphones on so nobody talks to me. Doesn't work, but I do try. I think I used to be that. I really am kind of softening up in my older age. I used to be that way too. Frenchie says sniffle. Are you hearing me sniffle? Are you making fun of me? You know what? I was looking at the transcripts the other day, and every time I do that, it says snort. The transcript picked it up and said snort, and I was like, do I snort? Yes, I do. Let me go snort in private for a second. Okay, what did we miss here? Trying to see your name. Diddy, I remember this, your name. Just a precious babe sleeping and dreaming of More toys to play with. Night, night, sweet honey. Love you. Aw, thank you. Midas, have my daughters, Golden, here with me. His name is Rio. Oh, I love Goldens. Our last dog was a Golden Chow Chow mix. She was the best. She was very antisocial. She loved her mom, but nobody else. And it was kind of nice. Carl says, nobody talks to me. Carl, when you say mean things, it's hard to talk to you, my friend. You know how much I love you. But sometimes it's not funny. And sometimes when somebody's not in the best mood, it's not nice to be mean to them. You almost made me cry this morning. But I still love you, Carl. Frenchie's laughing. I know, just being a big baby. That's your problem, Cat. Just tell me, Carl. Get over it. Let me see if I can see this name. Subby? Carl, good morning from Northern California. Oh, where are you at in Northern California? Hello. Rubber Duck says, old is just a thought. Young is the way we provide our light. You know, in my mind, I'm 19. I'm still 19 and want to do all these fantastic things. When I look in the mirror, it's a little bit different. Frenchie says, no. I just sensed you might be sick with the sniffles. I am. Carl says, hi, Subby. Subby says, good morning, Cat and Jack. And you're in, oh, wait a minute. Midas is in Oregon. So we have Subby in Northern California and Midas in Oregon. Nice. I wonder if you guys are close to each other. Do you guys find Northern California and certain spots of Oregon just magical? Chid? Is that Chid? Oh gosh, I cannot see very good. It says, good morning, host and everyone. How are you doing today? We're doing fine, thank you. Midas says yes. I've only been once. We went to Mount Shasta and then, well, actually, we went to the Redwood Forest, then drove up to, is Crescent City a beach? I think Crescent City, California. So then we had to go up into Oregon to come back down into Mount Shasta. Midas is beautiful. I agree. Carl says, I hope Tori is well, Subby. Do you guys know each other? I'm guessing you do. Nice. Subby says, it's 1 a.m. here, and Tori is sleeping, Carl. Oh, I'm so glad Carl has a friend he knows outside of, that's so great. Thank you for coming in and being Carl's friend. Hi, Mr. Dollar City. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Thank you for the like. Rubber Duck says, old age must be hitting those eyes hard, lol. So much for 19, right? That's why I said when I look in the mirror, it's a different story. Wow, we've gotten a whole hour over already. Carl says, Tori is the reason I'm still doing YouTube. Mr. Dollar City says, where are you, Jack? Bridge missing. I don't know what that means. And hello, hello, Mr. Dollar City. Rubber Duck says, yeah, 19 feels like so long ago. I just know physically I felt I could do anything at 19. But now at my age, I'm doing harder physical work, which is silly. It's just silly. And nowadays, it used to be really good pay to work for Pepsi in my area, but now it's not that great anymore. Why am I killing myself at work? Pauses. Cat. My father accidentally threw a bag containing all the Christmas ornaments from when my brothers and I were kids, so I decided to carve all the ornaments. I posted a pic on your community page. I think I saw it. Was it the blue one? The one you painted blue? Anthony says, what kind of content do you post, Carl? Trains and planes, man. Subby says, Cat and Jack. Tori is our combined channel known as California Dreaming. I don't know that I've heard it. And I don't know that I've seen you over at Carl's before. It's nice to meet you, though. Yes, he's lying on the bed. We decided we weren't getting out of bed this morning, Mr. Dollar City. Paul says, no, the blue one's not one of them. I'll have to look. Maybe the blue one was on your page. Carl says, planes, trains, and walks. Let me look, Paul. Hey, Zed, are you in the background? Are you driving? I hope you're driving carefully if you are. And yeah, keep us updated on where you're at. Where were you yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? Utah. All right, where am I at? Nope, that was right, Cat. And prayers for our friend Vecta. We have not heard from her in a day or two. Let's get... Whose tree is this? Oh my gosh, Arthur? What? You made all those? Oh my gosh. Wow. That is amazing. You made all those little guys? Wow, Paul. You are super talented. Subby says, I've been a sub here for quite a while. Have you? Am I just totally forgetting? I'm sorry if I am. Hi, Flora. Paul says, yes, that is amazing. Flora says hello to everyone and she hit the like button. Thank you, Flora. Sunny says, good morning, Flora. Good to see you. And Paul says, thank you. Oh gosh, yes. Thank you for sharing. That is, wow. I'm like, I know somebody who did that. Flora says, Paul, hi. Flora says, morning suffered. You had a bad morning, Flora? I'm going to blow my nose real quick. All right. Carl says, Tori used to be my managing moderator. One of your managing moderators? Okay. You have so many, Carl. I don't know. Excuse me. How rude. What is going on here? You're a mod for Miss Flora too? Huh. Flora. Flora says, Subby, I just subscribed. Carl says, I don't have any managing moderators now, Kat. You don't? Really? Subby says, thank you, Flora. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that at all. Go back. There we go. Oh no. Okay. Flora says, Carl, you removed all mods. And then she sent some love. Thank you, Flora. Somebody said, I have not looked it up, but somebody said having too many mods in your room, even though they're not used as mods, is bad for your channel. I don't know if that's true. Robert Duck says, night all. Good stopping in. Prayers for you, Paul. Feel better soon, Cat and Jack. Enjoy chasing those animals, Jack, sweet boy. Thank you, Rubber Ducky. Rubber Duck. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate you. Carl says, all managing moderators are gone, Flora. I think that's a good idea, Carl. I don't have any managing moderators either. Flora says, hi, Rubber Duck. And bye, Rubber Duck. And sweet dreams, Rubber Duck. Paul says, thank you, Rubber Duck. Huh. Subby says, I only have one managing mod, and that's Tori. Tori and ours combined channel. I'm the only managing mod. That makes sense. Oh. Man. I'm surprised he went back to sleep. I'm glad he went back to sleep. Kinda, sorta. That's what I plan on doing. Did I speak too soon, Jack? Are you gonna wake up now? And Flora sending love with a heart. Thank you, Flora. What did you mean by suffering? Did you have a rough morning, Flora? Somebody says Tori and I met years ago in YouTube, and she moved out here from Illinois. Really? You met her online, and do you guys live? Oh, you do live together now since you know she's sleeping. Really? How neat. Years ago. You're still together, huh? Interesting. Somebody says, yes, ma'am. Huh. Wow. Um, I just don't have managing mods because I'm almost always watching everything. And I've only seen one instance in somebody else's channel where somebody who was a standard mod needed to be timed out. Jackie, you look awful skinny there, buddy. I weighed him at the vet's though. He's 70 pounds, which is a good size for a male Irish setter. Pretty typical. Jack. Flora. Flora, when you came in, you said suffering this morning. Something like that. Is everything okay with you this morning? Mm. Let's see. You said, nope, maybe you were talking to Subby and I swear I saw something. Okay, maybe I imagined it, Flora. Salty first mate, best one yet. What is the best one yet? Good morning, Salty. Alana, hello, my friend. I'm here. I can't stay long. I'm really tired, lol. Well, thank you for coming by to say good morning. We appreciate it. Jack, your poor feet. This girl, they just did not know what they were doing, did they? I'm sorry. Carl says, I might go live later. Okay, Carl, I will look for you. But if you would tag me, I don't know if you know how to, I don't know how to tag somebody to let them know you're going live. I do have to go to the store today, so. Flora said no. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I saw that, Flora, but I went back and looked and I didn't see it again, so I must have just been making things up. All right, what were you looking for? Carl says, I might go live later. It depends on the planes. Okay. Somebody says, Carl, did you start a new channel? He did. This is his new channel. So check to make sure you're subscribed to his new channel. Alana says, I'm not gonna make you. I don't mean I don't mean to make you, but you guys are friends. That's what I was saying. Alana says, I seen some baby clothes at a store and the brand was Cat&Jack. Yeah, Target carries Cat&Jack. Funny, right? Penny Green. Hello, Penny Green. She says, they say message retracted. And then, hi, Penny. I used to be Stacia Green. Green was my last name. And now I'm Brown. Isn't that funny? Jed says, Sorry, was looking at rechargeable kitchen scales. Okay, that's fine. Hobart says, so when are you gonna? Never. Never gonna happen. Uh-oh. Where'd my remote go? Shoot, there it is. Alana loves horses says, well, I gotta go. Have a blessed day, Cat and Floofy Boy. Alana, we love you. Thank you for coming by. And hey, thank you for the comments. And you guys gotta check out Alana Loves Horses. She's got so many fabulous pets. Oh my gosh. I was checking out your channel the other day, Alana. I just love all your pets. It's awesome. Jed says, I found one I like for $9. I sent to my mother in Washington State. A scale, rechargeable scale. Nice. Jed says, hi, Alana. Sorry I missed you, and sweet dreams, Alana. Carl says, enjoy your day, everyone. You too, Carl. I love you, Carl. Alana says, I'm about to be sleeping like Jack. LOL. Good for you. And bye, everyone. And God bless. Thank you, Alana. I am tired of that one. Dan Struggle Bus sounds good, though. Everyone, Jed and Flora are saying goodnight to Alana, and Alana says it's actually 4:16 a.m. So good morning. Good morning, and you're going back to sleep. We get it. I will do that a little after 5. I'll be back asleep. Oh my goodness. Jack, I need a jacket. Jack, Jack. Hey, Jack. Jack. They cleaned your hair. It won't stick up anymore. It almost feels like they cut it. Where did all your long hair go, Jack? It's there. It's just clean. Daniel Barry's Sports Highlights is here. It says, hey everyone, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Daniel. Paul says, Cat, if you don't want that photo I posted on your channel, you can delete it. Why would I not want it? I love it. Oh my gosh. I don't know why you think that, Paul. No, I love it. I love, yes. Thank you. I told you I feel special that I know all these very talented people. It feeds the ego's need to feel special. If I can't be it, I like to have friends who are it. Gosh, I'm gonna go hit my laptop again. I can keep track of what's going on. Oops. Jackie Poo. Oh my goodness, boy. Here. There we go. I see you looking. I see you're awake. There. All right. Let's see if we can get you back where you were. Something like that, right? Daniel, how are you doing, by the way? And Jed says, I might buy canvas to start doing painting on. Nice. I missed that. I'm sorry. I was so surprised by Paul's statement that he thought I might not want it on there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're playing around a little bit. What? What happened to Jack? What? Oh my goodness. Tell me that's not hilarious. I don't know if I know how to fix it now either. That was great. Say, what the heck, Jack? Let's see what this does. I don't think it's going to do anything. Nope, nothing. Jed says, what the? I mean, Paul said it. Yeah, I was playing with the filters. The big head, I've got big head on now, but he's already got a big head, so. Wait a minute, let's try this one. Nope, because he's not looking at us. Eh, eh. That's too confusing. Even worse than the other one. Oh my gosh, it's cracking me up. Oh my goodness. That was great. Paul said the missing link, right? What else? Anything fun? They have, I don't think makeup would show up on Jack. Oh, it's not giving me any. Oh, there's lenses. We have the radioactive lens. Huh. Horror TV. How about X-ray? Yeah, nothing is as good as the other one was. Jed says my back has been just a little bit tonight. What do the doctors tell you to do? Is there anything you can do to help that besides medicine, Jed? Flora's waving. Hi, Flora. Jen says, my sister's going to make me a crocheted chocolate bunny. How sweet is that? That's really cool. Have we done Easter already, or is Easter's coming up? That's right, on the 7th. Anthony says back again. Had my breakfast of champions. Coffee. Jed says stretching like yoga, but that's kind of hard for me. Uh, my friend Yogi, I know you've been over there once, but he does something called, I think he made a video of chair yoga for people who have some mobility issues, if you're interested. Talon says that's one sleepy snoot. You're right, it is. Jed says it's on the 5th. Are you sure? I could have sworn it was on the 7th. Oh, that's right. The green bean casserole. How can I forget? Oh my gosh. Anthony Davis says, what's up, Talon? And welcome back again. I gotta look it up because I swear I looked it up the other day, but shoot, I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I don't want Facebook. Let's cancel that. 2026. Oh my gosh, you're right. So it's a day before, not the day after. I'm sorry for doubting you, Jed. What was I looking at? I just have lost my mind. Easter is on the 5th Sunday, and Easter Monday is on the 6th. Does Monday count? Hi, Cindy. Talent says, kisses for the Jolly Bun. Aw. Real deal, Holyfield. Infinite nose boops incoming. Thank you for that. Talent says he's going to have a basket of snacks and treats from the Easter Bunny. You think? Who was that? Jed? I think I scared him blowing my nose. Hi, Lee. This dog farts. Oh my gosh, he does. Did you see my short yesterday? Or was it the day before? You must have seen it to know that. Town says dreaming about smacks. I don't think he's dreaming about smacks. Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Tom says he's a little hyper tonight. I know, right? So out of character. He says no, he just looks like a fart dog. Well, he is. You're correct. But you know what? This is the whole point of my show. It doesn't matter because I can't smell. So if you want to fart too, it's okay. This is what I called a fart safe space. My mom would die to hear me talking about farts. I can hear her now. Paul says, I always told my girls, instead of calling it farts, they called it boops. I boopsed. It just seemed more polite. And they thought everybody called a fart a boops until they got older in school and they realized nobody knows what the heck a boops is. What do you think, Jack? He's sniffing a rabbit. Are you dreaming, buddy? His legs are going too. Tom says, a mailman dream. You know, we don't ever see the mailman. It's too far away from our house. But squirrel dream? Yes. Bunny rabbit dream? For sure. It must be 4:30. Yogi comes on in half an hour. Paul says, I had a dream about a few days ago where I was being mauled by a dog. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh my gosh, Paul, I'm sorry. Lee says, when I first learned to walk, a neighbor's Irish setter would come say hi. It was so huge to me. Fond memories. Aw. Yeah, Irish setters love kids, it seems. Paul says it woke me up for sure. I bet. Oh, that's terrible. Have you ever had any pets, Paul? I don't know if I've asked you that before. I just don't seem to be able to unclog this nose this morning. Hey, Lee, do you remember when you were that little, or do you just have pictures or videos? Paul says yes. The last one was 26 years ago. Wow. Jack, you get that squirrel? You getting him? Huh? Get him, boy. Lee says I remember certain moments. I don't remember anything before like 7-ish. Oh, Paul says he passed right before my dad. Is there a reason I never got another one? Is it just a matter of being able to afford it? Especially since you go out to walk so much every morning. Did you walk yesterday? You said you're still feeling sick, so I'm guessing you did not. Can't afford it. You know, it's too bad that they don't set people up with pets. There's so many pets in animal shelters, and it costs them so much to take care of them. Why not put them with people who love them and help them afford them? No walk. Oh, sorry, Paul. I hope you feel better soon, if you're able to feel better. Jed at Poet for You says, my neighbor took my parking spot with her big GMC truck right behind my scooter. Really? Can you move your scooter out there from underneath of it? Lee says, first memory when I was a few months old. I was crying, and my dad took me outside into the cool air, and I saw the sky. The, steams, the stars seemed so familiar to me. I still remember the end feeling. Wow, that's great. Oh, Jackie Poo. What else can we do with you this morning? Not much. We can do a thermal. Eh, infrared. Yep, nope, I like him just like he is. That's really cool that you can remember that far back, Lee. So you were a few months old. Do you believe in stuff like, I don't want to say past lives because I think they're all the same time, different lifetimes, and maybe you were still remembering, and that's why you felt so familiar with the stars? I might knock you over. I was talking about how when we went to Mount Shasta a few years ago, we took this man named Peter Mount Shasta out to lunch, and he looked at my daughter and he said, I know you from the ship. And she just looked at him and said, okay, yep. Really interesting, right? That was like crazy to me. And that she just took it in stride. She's like, yeah, she's told me about the ship before too. Anthony says, LOL, are we really going to sit here and act like we believe he? I don't know. I can't say that that's not true, Anthony. I believe in a lot of things that might be unbelievable to some people. I have heard of people remembering things that young. I just haven't heard of it that often. I I'm not reading, I'm listening on audiobook to Gary Renard, and he talks about being able to remember alternate lifetimes as he grew in his spiritual walk. Shika, good morning. Jack. Paula says hello to Shika. And Toaster Poodle, I love that name. I've seen you around before. I once got abducted by a lizard person while I was sleeping. He sucked out some of my essence. Are you being for real? I'm going to guess with your name, Toaster Poodle, you're a bit of a jokester. Anthony says, fair enough. I can see maybe a few years old, but months is very hard to believe. But I guess not impossible, but I don't know. I'll keep my thoughts to myself. You, you know, um, I would say keep an open mind. You just never know what you don't know, right? And just because it's not our experience doesn't mean it's not somebody else's. If he remembers that, he's supposed to remember that for a reason. Oh, Jackie Poo. Oh. Lee says, I believe in pre-existence, whether or not we're reincarnated or just incarnated once. I feel like I recognize the stars, but it's a mystery exactly why. I have no doubt that there's a spirit realm. Toaster says, 100% for real. It was crazy. I've had, I don't know, do they call them lizard people? I've heard of people having experiences with, what are they called? I don't know, but I'll show you something if I can find it. Anthony says, true story. I was the lizard. I believe that. Toaster Poodle says, give me that essence you took from me back, Anthony. I'll show you. Lizard people. I don't have any memories of lizard people, but I made this. I'll show you her. Her name is Ghost. Where did you go, Ghost? I feel like she fell and I lost her somewhere. Wild. She's gone. Well, never mind. I swear, she disappeared. I had a mantis being. I drew and cut out a mantis being, and she fell. She was over there by my guitar, being held up by that blue piece of tape. So I thought she fell behind that that wooden thing, but she's not there. Where did she go? I don't know. Maybe she knew I was going to try to share her. Is that Julio? I can't figure it out. What the hell? That is a monkey girl all up sleeping, a dog up. What is it funny? Have you ever, I don't know how old you are. One of the Super Bowl ads used to be Puppy Monkey Baby. That is Jack. It's still hard to figure him out, right? There's a head there. Oops. Doesn't like to be turned sideways. A head and two paws, a big chest. You can figure out the rest. That is really going to bother me about Ghost. Where did she go? You think so? Toaster Poodle says, yeah, the lizards and mantises are spiritually similar. I don't know if they are aliens or spirits or whatever. Anthony says, Toaster never. That essence I took is the best. Never. That essence I took is the best thing that has happened to me. Oh my goodness. That's right. We love the aliens. We like the ideas of aliens. It's kind of fun. Where did you go, sister? How could she just disappear? She was up here. So weird. That's going to bother me all day. I have no idea where she went. Paul says she's behind you. She's not, though. Where are you, Ghost? so weird. It's just me and Jack. She can't just totally disappear like that. I guess she can. She did. But she's not scary. Um, Paul says, get comfortable, Jack. I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is comfortable. Just letting it all hang out. Anthony says, Paul, were you looking at the aliens? I've asked Paul about how open he is about these things. I don't think he's had very many experiences. I think he's joking with me. But for real, where did she go? How did she just fall off the wall and disappear? And I really cleaned up in here the other day. Like I mopped everything and swept everything and I pulled the vacuum out. Weird. Paul says, what? I'm an open book. I asked you, I think I asked you some questions about maybe about, oh, I don't know. I don't even remember, Paul. I guess I didn't directly ask you about aliens and what you thought about them. And Jack is snoring. Hi, Marlin. Paul says, if you remember, ask. Marlin, how are you? Okay, you do believe in other beings. Maybe I asked you about the idea of um, reincarnation, and I don't particularly believe in reincarnation. Again, I believe everything's happening simultaneously. But I think I asked you about that. Oh, Jed says, I just put icy hot cream on my lower back. Good. Have you ever tried a TENS unit, Jed? Anthony says, what's up, Marlon? And what a cook Marlon is. He's always cooking, isn't he? Marlon says, I'm alive. Better if I don't think about it. Oh. Well, I'm glad to see you, Marlon. You don't believe in reincarnation. Okay. That is what I asked you. Jed, I'm trying to think. Oh, you don't think so on a TENS unit. It's a little, do you know what it is? Um, from working with Pepsi and lifting incorrectly, I'm sure my back when I'm working always hurts. So TENS unit always helps for me. Is that Vinny? Hello, Vinny. Hi, Mr. Bradboy. How are you? Who's Chance? Jed says no. They're pretty cheap, actually. You can get them on Amazon pretty cheap. It's TENS, TENS, a TENS unit. If you look it up and read some of the reviews, see what you think about it, or ask your doctor. I know some people who go to the chiropractor and the chiropractor uses the TENS unit on them. Mr. Bradboy says, came in for a little bit. I'm well. How about ya? We're good. Thank you. Marlon says, try some reverse hypers, cat. Cured my back issues. I don't know what those are, Marlon. But if it's exercise, we say, eh. Jed says, I have copper fit back brace I use. And Marlon says, can you save a link if I send you one right now? Yes. Paul says, acupuncture worked for me, but it was extremely expensive. That's too bad. Mr. Bradboy says, same here, just getting ready to get up and start your day. Good morning. Marlon says, it is, but you can do them on your bed or kitchen counter. Really? Yeah, you can drop the link. I will save it on my other phone. If I can't, I can click on it on the phone that I am live streaming from, but I can copy it on my other phone if you drop it. Yeah, I'd be interested to see. I don't know that I do it, but I like the TENS unit. It's the most I have to do is just attach it. Attach it and turn it on. Jed, it sends little sensations, pulsing sensations, and it kind of cancels out the pain. It's really interesting. Mr. Bradboy says, yep, the motivation. Hi, Joshua. Good to see you. Marlon says, okay, I'll get the link. It's from a few years back before my back was as bulletproof as it is now. You can do them a lot easier than me, LOL. Okay. Mr. Bradwood says, I always try to get motivated before I work. Paul says, I've used a TENS unit as well. Do you like it? Oh gosh, I love it. My daughter sent me, like I have the really cheap one. I have two of the really cheap ones from Amazon, but then my daughter sent me this really, really advanced unit that she sells for $500 plus. And it even has foot pads where you can send the pulsations into your feet. I haven't tried that yet, but it's interesting. So you get motivated so you can get through the day, Mr. Bradboy. Well, you liked it. Yes, Paul. Cool. Miguel says, Jack, it looks like a sleeping person. Do you think? Joshua says, pain. It's terrible. I got a titanium rod in my femur, fused knee, and lost 2 inches in leg from surgery. Pain is terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, there's the link from Marlon. Wow, that's rough. We were talking to our friend, Poet for Life. He has rods in his back. TENS unit are $20 on Amazon. I looked it up. It's worth it. They get the batteries and a battery charger for your batteries. Totally worth it, I promise. Well, it's $20. If it doesn't work for you, it's not too much of a loss. I think it depends on how sensitive you are to pain. Mr. Bradboy says that way the day won't seem like it's dragging. Marlon says, my 4th video I ever made, I think. I don't like that saying, pain lets you know you're alive. I think that's a bunch of bullcrap. I mean, it's true, but it's bullcrap. Why do I need pain to let me know I'm alive, dang it? There we go. I screenshotted the link, Marlon. Thank you. Jed says, I have two tiny, what's wrong with my mouth? 2 titanium rods, one up each side of my spine. How come they had to do that? Do you want to share? Do you mind? Oh my goodness. Joshua says, it's okay, just relating to the pain conversation. Could be worse, like Paul says. Let you know you're breathing. Mr. Bradboy says, yes. How are you and Jack? We are okay. Jack's better than me. He's not as stuffy as me. Marlon says you could just lay on the bed or counter edge. Use a pillow for cushioning. And your legs hanging off strengthens and gets blood flow to your back without any axial load / spinal compression. Lee says, I've been managing chronic pain and dysautonomia symptoms with a type of mind body work called allowing. Many chronic symptoms are rooted in repressed emotions. I'm with you. It's just figuring out what is it that you repressed. I've heard, well, um, I do quantum healing hypnosis technique. I'm a practitioner. And a lot of times, once a person is able to figure out what are the repressed emotions that we've kept in our body and cause pain, just knowing what it is um, can actually alleviate the pain. Joshua says, we take it day by day. Life is painful but beautiful. I had a form of scoliosis with a horseshoe around near my neck. Wow. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Thank you. Mr. Bad Boy says, gotcha. Got the sniffles. Feel better. Thank you. I don't even have the sniffles. I am just so... There's nothing going on up there. It's totally blocked. Marlon says, and Ed Yogi has taught me a way to unclog your nose, but it only works for like a few seconds for me. Marlon says, is it flexible memory, titanium, or stiff rods making you completely able to bend your back? And Lee Angel Eyes says, allowing the symptoms to be there, they can naturally convert to energy and be expressed as emotion. Interesting. Hi, Nick. He is sleepy. And Mr. Bradboy says, gotcha. Gotcha. Jess says, I believe they are flexible because if I lay down and keep my back straight, I get taller. Huh. Joshua says, many have told me mumbo jumbo about pain, and I say, well, could be leg was tore off and 32 surgeries in a coma from hit by a truck. May have something to do with it, LOL. I've heard it all. Wait a minute. So did that really happen to you, or really? Was that what happened to you, Joshua? Wow. Miguel says, Jack, she's a total celebrity and she's beautiful. Jack says, thank you. Marlon says, well, that sounds good, poet. Well, given the circumstances. Joshua says, yes, it really happened. Oh my goodness. Wow. You know what, Joshua? So thankful that you are here. That's amazing. And I'm sorry you go through pain, but wow. You were meant to be here for a reason, very obviously. Jed says, thank you to Marlon. And Mr. Bradboy says, yep, gotcha. Nick says, try tapping on your eyebrows, steam shower, and could lead like you're touching your toes when you stand straight. It should help to move the sinus congestion. I have noticed sometimes when I sit up really straight, it clears it up, but not always. And I have heard you steam. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, Marlon. Marlon says, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha for Mr. Bradboy. Jed says, I'm going to buy 24 count of metallic acrylic paints from Walmart. Hopefully soon too. Nice. Lee says, if there's a physical reason, that's different, but the body has healed and there's no structural reason for the pain, then it may be the brain continuing to produce the pain. Joshua says, motorcycle wreck. Leg was picked up by the truck. Ooh, helicopter ride. Woke up 2 weeks later in a year of surgery with dirt removal and titanium rod. And they took, is that 3 pounds of muscle and good leg parts to fix? Was it 2008? Wow. Too bad you don't, I know, out of all this, the helicopter ride, that's what I'm thinking about. But I bet it's a good reason you didn't remember anything till 2 weeks later. Lisa's that would be more of a brain retraining thing rather than repressed emotion. Really, Joshua says, I still ride. It took 10 years to ride again. Wow. Look at it. We made it to 5 o'clock. Where are we at? Oh, gosh. My thinking closed again. Paul says, my younger brother had something similar. Didn't walk again for 2 years. Wow. Oh, well, we made it. Yay. Oh, goodness. Where are we at? Let's get a good soft end our day. Here we go. Too bad Rosie's not here. Joshua says, not being a downer, I'm blessed, and yes, I didn't walk for 2 years. My left leg didn't bend, but I walk. I'm blessed, for sure. And you have a purpose here. I tell that to my brother, who's almost died 3 times. I have 4 brothers. 2 of them are still alive, and one of them, who lives near me, unfortunately has a really bad addiction problem, but he has almost died 3 times. Helicopter lifted, yeah, all the good stuff. And he's still here. And I asked him during one of his experiences, did he meet Jesus or anybody? Did he have a near death experience? And he says, well, I remember sitting on a bench and talking to a man, and I was like, oh, you talked to Jesus. And he just laughed and said, baby. Marlon says, my uncle had a bad crash a couple years ago, but walked away, just a few broken ribs. And I do know multiple people that broke their spines. One actually twice on one accident and still walked again less than 24 hours later. Wow. Amazing. Well, Paul, I love you, Paul. I hope you start feeling better, whatever way that's possible for you. And Joshua, thank you so much for sharing your story. Marlon, yep. No, thank you, Paul. Thank you for being my friend. I feel super blessed to have all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Joshua says life is a beautiful but bumpy road. My near-death experience was scary, not good. I have been a more spiritual person since, and addiction is tough. Yeah. Paul says likewise. Aw. Joshua says, thank you for listening. I adore you guys. Same. I feel the same way, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when I say I love you, I love you, I love you. If you haven't heard it today from somebody, I love you. I really, really mean it. I'm going to get all teary-eyed. Thank you, guys. And we're going to go. We've done our 2 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for the hearts. Marlon says, I don't even get to the breaking my spine part. I just walk potentially deadly things off like nothing. LOL, you're so funny. Joshua says, means a lot to talk to good people. Yes. All right, good people. I love you again, and we will do this again tomorrow. We might even pop up sometime during the weekend or off time. We're thinking about it. So, have a great day, and I hope we see you guys again soon.